Let's get, let's go. Loyal moves, checking in with you. Gee, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit them likes. Let's get into it. What Donald Trump done today? Let's see. What have he done today? Let's see what's going on. I'll come back to you, my friend. See what old boy done today. Man, I be so much shit going on. I ain't been on so much things. I gotta catch up. I play catch up. So many things that's going on. I gotta play catch up. Come on, man. What y'all? Things working slow today. Everybody back from they holiday, Columbus Day. Y'all holiday, Columbus Day. How was y'all Columbus Day holiday? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm about to get on. Put it mother. Boom. Y'all playing? Tell me if you playing. I'm about to get on. Alright. Shit working slow today. Want to take his time today. You know I'm about to talk about Donald Trump. Every time I talk about Donald Trump, man, some problems. I swear to God, some problems. Every time I talk about his ass, it's some problem. I have to take a break. If I have to cuss somebody out bad and shit. So every time, you don't know who to, you got haters, you got all kinds of motherfuckers. So you have to shake their ass. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Yeah, man, I don't be knowing, man. No disrespect to anybody, but sometimes, man, these haters out here, man, they be doing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Get to it. Where you at? Where you at? Alright, for y'all. Y'all ready? Let's talk about this Trump nigga. Right. Where we at? Oh, hold up. We in there.
The unanchored channel.
Let's go. Let's go. Loyal moves. What's up? Them haters. I'm trying to shake them haters. Hold on.
You're here
with me. You here with me. Alright. Try to shake them haters, man. Let's see what's going on the other side, man.
Channel is what? and see. You're listening to or hearing channel. Unanchored. Is the SDS UNAN.
We gonna be here all day. Come on, man. Get to it. I'm getting to
You're
it.
hearing
I'm getting to it. What is it?
this is the unanchored. You're listening to FOX. The unanchored.
Hold up. Yeah. See what he trying to black news.
When you wanna grow your list size, pop up like it's hot, pop up like it's hot, pop up like it's hot. And when you gotta boost your revenue, pop up like it's hot, pop up like it's hot, pop up like it's hot. Pick your favorite template, you can tailor to your brand. They're MailChimp-erific, you're gonna be a fan. MailChimp your marketing with our new customizable pop-ups.
BIN News this hour. I'm Doug Davis. Coming up,
The waters are getting somewhat muddy.
the shutdown blame game is on. Polls say it's the fault of Republicans, but the Virginia gubernatorial election could tell it all.
When are you going to publicly say to Senators Kaine and Warner, go and do your job and keep federal workers working?
The race will likely be a test for Republicans and Trump's performance since taking office for the second time. And a court says the fence surrounding an ICE facility outside Chicago must come down by midnight as Broadview's protest rules tighten. But first, here's BIN News Now.
Former President Barack Obama is featured in a new ad urging Californians to back Proposition 50, a Democrat-led redistricting measure that's now facing criticism.
One of the things that the Yes campaign is trying to do to confuse the issue is they're making you think that somehow this impacts what's going on elsewhere. Even on the ballot title, they say the first sentence is this is a response to Texas's partisan redistricting.
Republican Rep. Kevin Kiley questioned Obama's involvement, noting he's proposed a bill to ban mid-decade redistricting that House leaders have not taken up. The University of West Florida may remove Juneteenth as a paid holiday, raising concerns about diversity efforts. Officials say the change is part of a broader holiday schedule review. The Board of Trustees will vote on the proposal December 11th. And rapper Nicki Minaj says nearly $25,000 in fraudulent charges were made on her Amex account. She shared screenshots on Instagram, hinted at possible leaks, and confirmed she's filed a police report to hold those responsible accountable. I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Back to you, Doug.
All right, thank you. As the government shut...
Good. Sheesh. Somebody robbed Nicki Minaj ass. Oh, man. I see it. But what's that all about? Hold on.
Second week, public opinion is starting to settle. A number of recent polls overall show Republicans are to blame, with Democrats lagging behind by up to 14%. Yet in a twist, other polls show Republicans are the trusted party when it comes to economics. Political strategist African-American Cornell Belcher joined MSNBC today to explain the contradiction.
Well, those are two very different things. The waters are getting somewhat muddy. You look at this CBS poll just out, and look, 40% think the Democrats' position is not worth it. 45% say the Republicans' position is not worth it.
But he also says it's important to keep a watchful eye on how independents are feeling about the shutdown.
And when you look at the numbers in the Economist polling, just of the independents, they blame Republicans by 24 points more than they blame Democrats. But yet you still have close to a third or so of even independents not sure.
Belcher went on to say that this is all about Republicans using the shutdown to flex control, not to solve problems. Meanwhile, Belcher says there is one race that will serve as a litmus test to show how voters are really feeling about the shutdown and mass federal layoffs.
In Northern Virginia, who will determine the outcome of the Virginia gubernatorial race. And right now, it's looking like they're breaking for Spanberger. And this is certainly an issue that is helping the Democrats in Virginia.
During a recent debate between Democrat Spanberger and Lieutenant Governor Earl Sears, the Jamaican immigrant said to voters that both parties need to settle their differences and end the shutdown.
When are you going to publicly say, to Senators Kaine and Warner, go and do your job and keep federal workers working?
I would encourage everyone, our Democratic senators, our Democratic House members, our Republican House members, to work together and drive
Ms. Earl Sears,
an effort
please. Thank you. Continue.
to come back to the table.
The debate was held at HBCU Norfolk State University and was marked with sharp interruptions and attacks from both sides. Finally, a federal court has ordered ICE to remove a fence outside its immigration facility in Broadview, Illinois, the site where many high-profile protests are taking place. The agency has until midnight tonight to comply, but even as the fence will likely be removed, new restrictions are being put in place. Broadview Mayor African-American Katrina Thompson issued an executive order installing concrete barriers and relocating the protest to another zone close by. Some feel the move sends the wrong message to activists, arguing that the protest zone should expand, not grow smaller. Stay informed, stay connected, and subscribe. Follow BIN News this hour wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Doug.
There's a lot going on out there, man. A lot going on. Wow. A lot going on. They still got a shutdown. They're not paying the army people, man. He taking it hard out on the army people, ain't he?
Wanna grow your list size? Pop up like it's hot. Pop up like it's hot. Pop up like it's hot. And when you gotta boost your...
You know what I'm saying? They taking it hard out on them, man. The army people, man, they doing a lot of shit to them. Like, I don't know. That's something to think about. Why is you playing with the army like that? Why is you playing with the army? We do. When it let's see. All right. Oh yeah. son. Where we at? Do 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 do. All right. We got some live results here. Oh.
I can't even imagine seeing what some of them, there was a story of one of them chained to, chained in a dark tunnel for 2 years, didn't know what time of day it was, where it was. I mean, how do they come back to normal life if they can?
You know, there's a political overlay here that's implied that I'll state out on the radio, which if you read the piece, it's implied, which is we're talking about this because we want to remind people of the world that are trying to look at this in moral equivalency terms, that there's a form of deprivation and dehumanization here that's at the heart of how Hamas operates. And they can wear a different uniform now, but they're the same. And some political strategists are forgetting and saying they're gone. They are not gone. And what they did was that they had people chained together in tunnels, using the bathroom at the same time, feeding them a tiny piece of bread. They were getting infections. They were getting diarrhea. They were getting respiratory infections. They were exposed to insects. They were not seeing the light. They had underlying medical conditions like diabetes and asthma that weren't being treated. They had broken bones. They had gunshot wounds. And these are the people you're going to the negotiating table with. Then, of course, the hostages themselves, and this is my doctor hat, even when you fix the medical stuff, Rita, you have long-term psychological damage and severe post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety and depression. And of course, the way they're treating them is individualized, but it's from the top down. It's compassion and kindness and sensitivity. And Sheba Medical Center, which I'm in touch with in Tel Aviv, has been extraordinary in that regard. A team approach. Families, gently and slowly re-immersing them in society. From a point of view of the malnutrition and the starvation, you have to overcome that gradually also. You can't just suddenly feed somebody a regular meal because it will disrupt their whole metabolism. So there's a gradual reacclimation, both physically and emotionally, and long-term scars for sure.
So where do we go from here? I mean, is that it? We gave them back all of the hostages we had. Israel had.
Yeah, all the prisoners. They're prisoners. Murderers and rapists and horrible people.
250 Palestinians.
Donald Trump did a great thing here. He brought peace to the region. And it was at a tremendous cost, but he's a great leader. And Kushner was great, and Witkoff was great, and it's a very happy day that these hostages came back.
It's a good day for America.
A great day for America. I'm not trying to say different, but I'm issuing a warning here because of the degree of dehumanization that was involved. Hamas cannot be dealt with, not in any way that you might negotiate with someone. We did that to get the hostages back. Hooray for President Trump.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Hamas, I mean, some of those atrocities that we hear about, that was horrible.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, I think that it was depraved, and I think it was on October 7th. I mean, it was horrible on October 7th, and it was horrible for what the hostages had to endure: beatings and broken bones and being shot and shrapnel. But it was horrible on October 7th, and this group isn't changing its colors.
Dr. Siegel, we love you. We're out of time, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you, Doctor. Such an important topic.
Thank you. And let's take a quick break, and we're going to come back. Don't hang up. The next governor, state of New Jersey, Jack Ciattarelli, is going to be with us. Let's take that break.
Damn. I mean, okay, all right, okay. So you have to give them one on Hamas. You have to give them one, okay. All right, okay, we'll give you that. You still have another one. You got one more, Trump. You got one more. You got the motherfucking Ukraine. So you got that Ukraine situation. So if you could jump through the Ukraine situation, we're gonna have to they're gonna have to come to the table if he could jump through the Ukraine situation. It's just the way shit is. If he can jump through the Ukraine situation, they're gonna have to come through the table.
Or to make sure you are not.
Because sheesh. If he don't do that, that's what people looking at. They looking at the Ukraine and Russia. But it looked like he's turning heads because, once somebody make them feel, like you disrespected. Somebody told him we need to get on top of Putin. So Putin, let's see how this go, y'all. Let's see how this go. See, the thing with Democrats and Republicans is we sit back and observe and watch and give. Like, okay, he did that. You know what I'm saying? We give the respect to what a person does, but it's realistic shit. Like, if you do realistic shit, you know what I'm saying? And you're not doing it to get a cookie for a reason. But we have to give Donald Trump a good one, a good score on the Hamas and Israel situation. We do. So, hey, you got that check. You got that good check right there. You always go back and do something just, you ain't do something good, then you go back and do something horrible. You do something good, then you go back and do something horrible. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch him. Come on, man. What is going on?
Is Jack Ciattarelli, the next governor of the state of New Jersey. And, Jack, I mean, people are realizing that common sense counts in New Jersey. What do you say?
They are realizing that, John, because of all the policy failures of the past 8 years under Phil Murphy. And the last thing they want is Murphy 2.0, which is exactly what my opponent is. This is all about the quality of life and the qualifications of the two candidates, We're going to win it in 21 days, John.
Now, some of the people who live in Jersey are talking to me, and some of the things they're upset about is men using women's bathrooms. Is that what Governor Murphy was pushing?
Well, my opponent voted yes twice, John, to allow biological boys to play in girls' sports. She supports the LGBTQ curriculum in our public schools and has said that parents should not be allowed to opt out of that lesson plan. This is not where New Jersey is on these issues. These are 80-20 issues in New Jersey.
And you remember we talked about the 80-20 rules. 80% of the people feel that this is stupid. And they allow men to be playing in women's sports with the women. I mean, is that right? I mean, I don't want my daughter's team being invaded by men.
John, no one feels that is fair. It's an 80-20 issue in New Jersey. It's one of the many things that differentiates me from my opponent.
You know, the other thing, too, is also property taxes, energy prices through the roof. I mean, income taxes. You've talked about really reducing the cost for average citizens in New Jersey.
Rita, I've put forth a very specific plan on how to lower income taxes and property taxes. We're not raising any taxes. My opponent has built her entire campaign on a stack of lies about me, including this foolish, reckless lie of hers about the 10% sales tax. But listen, again, her whole campaign has been based on a stack of lies, her disdain for the president, and that she can fly a helicopter. None of that is going to fix New Jersey, Rita.
Go ahead, Craigie.
Jack, it was great to attend the debate last week, and you hit every single point. You knocked it out of the box. And it was funny that she still didn't have answers. After all these months, you've been asking her questions. She still can't come up with concrete answers as to what she's going to do to help New Jerseyans.
Craig, no one has been more ill-prepared or unqualified to lead a state in New Jersey. She's proved that in the 2 debates, and we pointed out the pattern that speak to her character. What went down at the Naval Academy, her breaking federal law on stock trade, stock reporting, New York Times report on trading defense stocks while sitting on the House Armed Services Committee, and she cracked at that debate. You were there, you were covering it. She lied about me, and she was so reckless in the lie, today we filed a defamation suit.
You know what, Jack, on 11/1, I have to pay my real estate taxes in New Jersey. I'm going to have to borrow money from John Katzimatidis. Tell us what you're going to do for the real estate taxes that are outrageous in New Jersey.
First of all, John, particularly for our retirees, we're going to make all retirement income tax-free. We're going to freeze property taxes for people once they hit age 70. For first-time home buyers, we're going to cap it at 1% of the assessed value of the home. We're going to let people deduct 100% of their property taxes on their New Jersey tax return. And then I'm going to lower property taxes with a new school funding formula. Everyone that pays property tax in New Jersey knows that 60 to 70% of their property tax bill is the school portion. And it's as high as it is because of our nefarious and arbitrary school funding formula. I'll fix it on day one.
You know, Jack Chittarelli, the other thing I saw, too, was that there's this news story out about money tied to a tycoon who's tied to the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. There's been so many questions about where money's coming from nefarious purposes. And there was a story that she may have taken $65,000. That's a big deal.
That's out there, Rita. And again, we're seeing this pattern with her, which calls into question character and judgment. And as I said before, no one's been more ill-prepared. No one's more unqualified. She's not from New Jersey. And you see that time and time again with the things that come out of her mouth, including something as silly as the other day.